Alright, so the next one we're going to check out is the Wither Skeleton Skull farm. So this is something that did take a lot of work, but the output of the Wither Skeleton Skulls are so useful, especially when you're building a lot of beacons and you need a lot of the jump boosts or haste or regen like that. It's very useful for a bunch of different farms. So it is a very far journey. So right now I just have the staircase leading up to a tunnel that I dug out, but it's on a diagonal, so it doesn't really work for boats. I found that out after I built it, so it's kind of a waste of time. So what I have plans to do is to make another one of these ice boat pets that I have in my nether hub, just connect it right here so that I can just go straight and then across without having to get blocked by all the blocks up there. So we're going to just, for the sake of the video, go through spectator mode and just follow this ice path to the destination, which is a relatively far away area. But if you watched the world tour, you would have seen this. You have a complete 200 by 260 perimeter from the nether roof all the way to the nether ceiling. And that's to ensure that all the mob spawns we get are right in our farm where we want them to. So what we got here is the Wither Skeleton farm. So for my purpose, and the reason I chose this location, is because we got 3 nether crossroads in a section that are all within each other. So nether crossroad is, I believe, 19 blocks that the skeletons can spawn on any block, which is what we're using here. Because they can't spawn on any grass block if you use it outside the crossroad, which is a specific location that Wither Skeletons spawn on any block, which is nice. So what we do here is we can actually go into creative or survival real quick, and there we go in creative. And what we get here is we can see, oh, I should probably actually turn mob spawning on so that will actually work. And what we're going to do is fly around real quick, get out of the 24 block range. Oh no. That was close. Okay, I think mobs might have despawned, but got some still here, which is good. So any other mob that's not a Wither Skeleton will get killed by the Wither roses, which apply the Wither effect to any mobs or players on top of it. So what we do is we sort out all the Wither Skeletons with the Iron Golems. So the Iron Golems first, or the Wither Skeletons first, can see, since they are 2.5 blocks tall, they can see the Iron Golem's head. From anywhere in here, they spawn in any location, they will choose the closest one because they're in the range of the Iron Golem. They will try to pathfind to him, which they can't, they think because of the trapdoors, but they can't because the trapdoors are open. So then they fall through this lava, which acts like the water in the overworld for the nether mobs, which resets their fall distance to, they don't take any damage if they fall through here. And then they can see this other Iron Golem, so they're going to path into him. They're going to drop down, and then anywhere they fall down on the next layer, they will be able to see this Iron Golem. But this guy, for some reason, is not wanting to cooperate, which is lowering my rates. Stupid Iron Golem, or Iron Golem for the skeleton. Same difference. Not really, but so they try to pathfind to this guy, which then they can't. They fall down to the trapdoors, and then the last one pathfinds to this guy. It's not 100%, but usually there's more than just one mob sitting here. So if we go back into survival real quick, we'll get a bunch more spawns. We can actually see it in action. Maybe, possibly. Yep, there we go. And they just pathfind to this guy, and then they push all the other ones in if they don't go in. Turn the hitboxes off. And they try to get to them, I think they can, and they can't. So they all fall down to here, where they're then one hit kill for me, and I can stand on any spot in this 5x5 area. So then I just instead of my script, and just AK them. And then what do we do with the drops? So they're split relatively evenly as I could, to different item sorters over here. So what we got is we got a whale skeleton, then coal and bones. That's all we keep. And then any of the swords that we get from this system are just dispensed into lava, because they are unnecessary for a stone sword. Is not needed. See, it's very quick if it's put in the right mode, or you're in the right area. And half of these, all the drops that make it past the item sorter, are then dispensed into this item elevator, which we can't use the water shears because you can't place water in the nether. And then they get dispensed into this hopper, where they're then transported onto another item sorter, which is kind of redundant, but it seems to work, and I'm fine with it if it works. And we have an AK in a little bit, so we have over a double chest of those skeleton skulls, plus the 2 in the hopper right here. And then we got some over here as well, too. Not a lot, but in the hopper at least. But in the chest, we got a decent amount. I could here for like one night, which was like 8 hours, if that. And I got all this, plus a few extra stacks that I took home to craft some beacons with. And then we got the storage for all the bones, which is for, I'm going to be using for a lot of bone meal for my tree farms. And then coal, which I might add a coal input to my super smelter I have in the overworld, if I ever need to, because I might run out of bamboo if it doesn't keep up. So that's, this items filter is on both sides to keep up the amount of items you get. So what we got here is the same difference, the same thing, 2 item sorters, and then into here, and then we get dispensed into this item elevator, which I then dispense over to here, and then sort it out again to the player for easy access when they're AFK. They want to take some of this back to the overworld with them. They can take some of this here. This is built before I had the shulker farm, or shulker farm, not really. Before I had a lot of shulkers, so I just used the chest method. But yeah, and then what we have here in the back is an AND gate. So once all these torches are unpowered, which means that all these hoppers have a signal strength of 3. So once every single one of these is unpowered, this whole line will get unpowered, which goes over to this sticky piston over here, which will then unextend this redstone block, allowing this hopper to receive items from the top hopper and not letting them go into this dropper right here. So then these items go around into this item elevator, which then they go all the way around to the bulk storage in the back. Just like this one, but we just have more storage for both sides, and then any extra items that will end up making it will go into the lava, so we don't get any lag. So yeah, it's a lot of work, not recommended unless you have the time to dig out the area. But this is something I always wanted to do, because I've never done it before. So I did it. And yeah, the output is definitely worth it. You need a lot of beacons, and even coal and bones. It's great for that. Absolutely, yeah, great for that. I mean, just in diamonds to build the enchantment table, we used, what is it? Yeah, 12 enchantment tables on each side. So we got 24 total enchantment tables just for the farm, for it to actually function the way it should, in a very efficient way. So that's the Whale Skeleton farm. Let me know any extra ones you want to see in the future. Alright.